Holy moly, is that a raid from the Quantum Cersei? What's up? I've been raided. Everybody's here. Thank you very much for the raid. What a legend. I still have a stuffy nose. Very bad allergy attack, no clue why. But we're surviving. How's everyone's day so far? I realized I didn't even ask that in the Twitch chat. Hope you guys have had some good days so far. I just realized the doves at my bird feeder completely destroyed all the food I put down. There's like 7 of them. Absurd. Heck yeah, thank you for streaming. Ah, dang it. The squirrel was there today. I'm like going through the feed of all the pictures of the birds. Plenty of blue jays. Oh, what is that? That is a starling. I was scared. Let's see how fast I can do the intro. Okay, ready? It is. Oh, I completely forgot my intro. What do I say? Oh, hello everybody. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time, but more importantly, it's time to get warmed up. There we go. I like crushed under the pressure and forgot what my usual intro is. That's it. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. I'll pose the question again though. I hope all of you guys had a good day, and how are your days going so far? That's a weird way of phrasing that. Astroneer music. I didn't know that was in this playlist. Jims, I feel like you're a person who would enjoy. Oh, I mean, Quantum Cersei. I think you're a person who would enjoy Astroneer. I'm doing quite well. I watched Fantastic Four today. I've not been working in the lesson 3 through 5 videos, which I need to get back on the horse. I burned myself out a little bit, and I just need a little bit every day. That's the whole thing. I'm letting the huge nature of this project get to me, and the little progress I'm making every day, I'm convincing myself is nothing, which is a bad mentality. I was drawing Lewd Anime Woman. Very, very interesting start to the stream, cat. Yeah, Astroneer, I played it for a little bit. I got bored, but this is when it like first came out. And it's not totally my type of game, but given your love for Satisfactory, I feel like you may enjoy it. It's a very fun. It's a fun little game. Great art style, great aesthetic, all that good stuff. But if you go in there, oh, gems. You probably won't like the aesthetic of the game, but if you like Satisfactory, have you ever thought of playing Factorio? I feel like you'll lose your head playing that game. In a good way, I guess, if there's a good way of that. Blue Ink Enjoyer. I was a pretty big fan of Blue Ink for a while. Mainly because I bought a Lamy Safari and I didn't know it came with blue ink in it. Or I think I bought an ink cartridge that was blue. Who knows? Blue ink is mighty fun. I think I'll always be a black ink enjoyer, but I do have major respect for the red and blue inks, especially red. Ooh, red ink. When it's done right, it's so cool looking. I mean, yeah, I guess anything done right is cool looking. I gotta go get some water, and I may be back later. Huge. Well, have a good one, Jims. Thank you again for streaming. Can't find my black pen, that's why I gotcha. What's up, monkey? Just got back from making dinner. What dinner did you make? What's for dinner? Also, I turned the music up this stream. Let me know if it's too loud. Lasagna. Who does this guy think he is? Garfield, you fat and lazy cat. I eat, John. This is what I do. If you get that reference, you get a gold star. Seems like monkey. Thank God. Pilot Red Sun references are dangerous. Not dangerous, just like I feel like it's not as mainstream, but that was a formative part of my early YouTube culture. Earlier. It's not that crazy early YouTube, but you know what? I should listen to their music. When I would say like I don't know why, but Hex Systems / Umami. For those who don't know, made the. It's not called Interloper, is it? I can remember what series it's called. I love it. It's so great. Interface, the Interface series. I think. So good. I consider them in the same realm as Pirate Red Sun. A bit uncanny, like MS Paint stuff. But man, guys, if you have not listened to Hex Systems, please give Hex Systems a listen. Some great, very synth. Don't know what to call it. Doomer. It's a bit doomer. Some of the playlists are a bit doomer. But like, there's also songs like Comfort and Numbers, which is probably one of my favorite songs from Hex Systems. They got a lot of bangers though. Go show them some love. Especially the umami. Ooh, frick. They stream them making music sometimes. They have really cool visuals. I love their like ASCII art stuff. Or it's not ASCII art, but it's like terminal art. Send you my favorite playlist in the music chat. Oh, wait. Send your fave playlist. Okay, gotcha. Later. You heading out? I'm gonna assume so. Oh, later. I'm so stupid, dude. But yeah, I won't spoil any of Fantastic Four, but please, guys, go watch it. It is the best Marvel movie I've watched in recent memory. Better than Thunderbolts, in my opinion. Not that Thunderbolts had anything majorly bad with it. I just felt... Yeah, I'm trying to consolidate. Why is my number one so tiny? No, you're fine, you're fine. I read it wrong. I'm the biggest bird. I've been mating. Okay, I've been mating. Pause. I've been waiting to make. So, as you guys know, I have a huge love for like punk, 5mm or 0.5mm, whatever it's called, camera lenses and like up close action shots. Like all those poses that we go through on Pinterest. I love those. I love that. Kavel's got that Riz banned. I'm banning the word Riz from this chat. I forgot Riz existed, like the word Riz. But I want to make a like one of those punk kind of drawings with gravel and the shirt to say biggest bird. I really want to. Kind of on the same level that One Piece has these like just cool kind of like, I'm not going to call the outfits too cool. It's like a t-shirt and some pants, but they always have some random English text on them. Like good time or something like that, right? Like Zoro's wearing some like, it looks like a designer shirt in a way. I eat those up. And so, like a cool punk pose, even though I don't use wired headphones, Gravel's got some like wired earbuds or maybe like Walkman, something like that. I don't know. Some cool sneakers. He mentioned Zoro. Zoro got some drip. Oh god, why did I say that? Zoro wears clothes that look cool. Don't want to be like, Zoro's got some drip, guys. Like, I don't want to sound like that. I don't know. I just have a love for like singular nouns, or like a small string of nouns. Like Water 7 is cool. Hey, Charlie and Ace, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. If you have visited the stream before and I'm not remembering your name, dislike the video because I feel bad for not doing that. But welcome if you are new, which I'm pretty sure. Drip my drip, drip. God. Can you read the daily horoscope? Possibly. Maybe after warm up if you guys are nice. You know what? Okay, Kat. I'm going to turn on hydrate and stretch. I will read the daily horoscope today if you guys don't spam it, okay? Is this a deal? Because I'll turn it back on. You could do it a couple times, but if you spam it, I'm not going to read the horoscope. This will be a test. Okay. Okay. Deal. Already. I'm turning them back on. You have one. This is your one chance. Finally, not a boring live stream. You have not been here. It's only been like 10 minutes. And we're drawing cylinders. I'll try to keep it entertaining, but it may be a little bit a little bit boring. I do apologize. Where do I turn on? I forgot. Should be under bits and cheering. If not, we'll figure it out. Enable channel points. There we are. There we go. Manage. Okay, I'm turning them on. You guys behave. There we go. But how'd you do that? Oh my god, frame 1 hydrate redemption. You know what? Fair. I'll respect it. You know what? Tomorrow I'll make the resolution to add the pop-up up here for redemptions, subscribers, followers, all that stuff. I've been just holding off. And ever since I broke up, my relationship ended with Stream Elements, I haven't been... I've been having to hand make everything, as you guys know. Oy, oy, oy. No, my audio, it's gone. Ha. I drank water so hard I smit it? I don't know. Smited. Guys, I need your help. I've been really wanting to play Skyrim again, but that means I will not be productive whatsoever. I think Skyrim is such a dangerous game for me, because like Minecraft I'll take breaks. Skyrim I will literally play for like 8 hours if I could. I don't know why. The craziest part is I've never finished Skyrim. Across Skyrim and Skyrim Special Edition, I have like 500 hours. I've never finished the game. I just stealth archer repeat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know all the enemy spawns. I know everything. I know barely any of the lore. Because like once I get to High Hrothgar, we don't care, read the horoscope. We're doing that during BRB. Well, I've restarted Firefox and it's not working. Interesting. What could this be? Could be... Did you like kill it and task me? I know that's a redundant question. Mozilla has issues with its media player a lot. I've encountered them. 2 hydrates drown? Oh my goodness. Oh, Cat. Cat, what are we gonna do? Cat, we set the rules and look what your comrade, your friend has done. He scorned the hydrate system. I don't know if I could read the horoscope anymore. You guys will not know your futures today or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. If you guys can behave tomorrow, then I'll read it. I think it's too late. Brother already did it. He used his powers for evil. And he's had like a unique advantage. He's a subscriber, so he generates those points like nothing. Also, during BRB Cat, I need to add the Mordecai X Gravel thing. I'm on YouTube now. You bombed the place and ran to escape the wrath of Cat. Oh, this warm-up sucks. Twitch made me mad. Read horoscope, 2 bits. Thank you for the bits. However, I set the rules, Cat. Rules are rules. And the only person you have to blame is ApeShape Animate. I can't wait till we're done with cylinders. Dude, cylinders is the hardest thing in Drawbox. It smells like, Zoinks up, dog? What's up, dog? Do you think Kat is logging into YouTube right now just to yell at you, monkey? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kat, but you said chat has power, and it seems like monkey has power. All it takes is one chatter, you know? I hope not. You guys are, other sides of the fence. That's it. I'm angry. Ooh, this is very poor box. What am I doing, man? Is that backline? Look at that. It's not foreshortened at all. Can't control my monkey instincts. I'd throw shit and run away. It's in my DNA. I don't know what to say exactly. Yeah, so you're watching the aftermath. I turned off the hydrate feature. Basically, you can redeem channel points to tell me to hydrate. And our friends over on Twitch have had a notable history of spamming the hydrate with channel points. And so we're seeing the aftermath of me applying consequences to the channel points spam. But also, yeah, so welcome to the stream. If this is, oh my gosh, if this is your first time here, which it is, we're doing a warm up right now. We just do some basic like fundamentals warm ups. We do some ellipses, we do some static lines, boxes, and then we're currently in the midst of something called the 250 cylinder challenge, where we have to draw 250 cylinders by hand without like any rulers or stuff. And that's tough. It's really tough because one cylinder takes me about an hour, depending. And that's rough. This is all part of something called Drawbox. Fridays are the fun days, true. Fridays we dedicate towards drawing just for fun or just for play. So we don't focus on like study or anything. We draw without really expectation. More specifically, if you're over on Twitch, you could use channel points to put a character on a wheel, and on Fridays we spin this wheel, and if it lands, if it lands on that character, we'll draw it. This channel man, that backline's so off. That's so rough. This channel exists to encourage people to spend an hour a day doing something that they like. Oh, hey, cat. Multi-platform rage bait. Yikes. We've had much better ellipses. Runs to Kick. You'd be high if you're thinking I'm streaming on Kick. I'd rather go live on TikTok than Kick. Do you think Walmart? I don't know why this popped in my head. I'd totally stream if Walmart had a streaming service. I don't know why. I just feel like I'd do that. Charlie, do you draw? What? You ever think newer people stop by on stream or something. Not only do they see Cat getting rage baited and all that, but also they see me drawing these sausage forms and they instantly leave. They're like, what the hell? Okay, Cat, let's not spam. No. Kind of messed that one up. Changed the degree a bit too fast. I wanted to like completely flip the degree, but I think just didn't turn this form in the way that would make that possible. I just realized Cat's back in Twitch. Shout out. Oof, those are very close degrees. I was too scared to like squash it. Okay, we'll do a plane just because I'm not too happy with my line work, and then we'll call it for the warm up. Do 2 minutes of ads. The whole shindig. Let me check YouTube stuff. I was kind of convinced that YouTube had a bunch of auto-modded messages, but Life-formed Fastfall Dust Force OST. It's a very iconic synth to it. I do draw huge. What's your favorite thing to draw? And what's your preferred medium? Do you like pen and paper, traditional, digital? I'm not uploading videos not that much because I feel sick. Ah, gotcha. So I take it, do you draw as your YouTube profession? Oof, I've been kind of sick too lately. Hope you feel better soon. Yeeth. Some jams. Okay. I'm vibing with this. I need to let that dry. I'm too impatient. I've been wanting to go to the park so bad. Or there's like a very nice park that you have to pay to get into near me. And I've been wanting to go so bad this entire summer, and I waited until the hottest months to go. And now I'm like struggling finishing the lesson 3, 4, and 5 video stuff. And so I'm like, oh, I don't have time. So now I'm just resolving myself. I don't like working on YouTube stuff during the semester because I'm busy with school. Everything else, it's really difficult because I'm already streaming, right? Not that streaming is super hard and difficult, but that's an hour and a half out of my day that's already packed with school stuff and whatever. But I'm gonna try. It's gonna be a semester of small gains. That's the motto. Which is my whole thing, right? Doing tiny bit every day, build up. So I should be theoretically okay at this. Will I? Probably not. But I'm gonna try my best. And I was even thinking last night we could extend the streams where we stop drawing, we take a quick break, and then we go into video editing. But I'm not too sure if I want to do that because that means I have to share my screen on my computer. And I also do like school and personal stuff on this computer, so I don't want like to open the wrong folder and there's my like ID, like a picture of my ID or something, right? Or like my school email. Cool, cool. So that was successful warm up. We're now going to head into BRB for a few minutes. This is for me to get ready for more cylinders and to run 2 minutes of ads to get rid of pre-rolls for the Twitch stream. So for you, this is a really good time to relax, get a sip of water, go to the restroom, do what you need to do to get yourself in the right mindset, do an hour of drawing. So we'll be right back, everybody. Alright, I'm back and our ads just ended. Might as well do some drawing as well. Need to practice form. Heck yeah, I need to practice form as well. We've been doing a lot of like very stringent linear perspective and stuff. I need to do more like bug studies, which I actually, for the lesson 3, 4, and 5 videos, I'm going to be recording a time lapse or like raw and then turn into time lapse of me doing a plant construction, animal construction, and insect construction. So that's going to take a bit. But yeah, I need to practice that a bit. As they're gone, yes, they are. It's probably because of them. One of my chickens was sick. Oh no. And yep, have a good one. Monkey took the words right into my mouth. Hope you stop by sometime soon. Stay safe and stay well. Hey guys, we had a pretty okay cylinder yesterday. So let's carry. Will you read horoscope? Nope. I set a standard. I set a standard of expectation for the behavior of our chat. And that standard was not met. I'm sorry to say, Cat. Maybe tomorrow. Joke's on you, I was already taking a sip of water. You think spamming hydrates will help? What if I wanted to read it tomorrow? Guess I'm never reading the horoscope again. Heck, guess I'm removing. Cat's going to kill me. Here, I'm gonna add a Gravel X Mordecai from regular show. There we go. My face one. I didn't protest of Twitch, not your rules. You should have said that before. Let me see. There. Hate to do it, but I added a. I just added a cooldown to the to the redemptions. Cool. Alrighty. Well, with oh goodness, what did I do? There we go. With all that out of the way, let's do a cylinder or two. Cool. Make sure I'm grabbing the right. I like dash the tops of pins that are too dried out to for me to prefer using for cylinders, but are still good for like warm up or side drawing or stuff. I just want them clean, crisp lines. So let's do a highly freaking crazy foreshortened one today. With it being that foreshortened on the top, we can actually get away with foreshortening the height of it as well, because that means it's closer to the horizontal BP because it's so highly foreshortened, which means we won't experience the minor major axis flip that we saw right here and we typically see when we leave the focal point. So let's get started. It's the last day on Earth. Kat, I think that you were also a perpetrator of this crime, given that you've redeemed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hydrates just then, as opposed to Monkey's 5. So you almost doubled his amount out of rage and spite. Speaking of spite, I hope Rise stops by. Let's rotate this one slightly to the left. We're gonna see this lines down here. Let's have a really highly foreshortened edge and a not foreshortened edge. Let's turn it crazy to the left as well. So if we have an extremely foreshortened ledge, that means on the page, one of the lines of the top of the Y needs to be shorter than the other, and the VP existing on that axis will need to be the closer one. So taking that, we want to move it to the left. I'm yawning, frick. Let's do it like this. Red emote. I even attempted to placate the masses. I was like, hey, I'll make you a gravel hydrate emote. I'll make you a gravel red emote. And you guys said no. You spat on my face of my generous offers in exchange for hydrate freedom. Drowning Kavel is a human right. That is a crazy statement. I'm a take a picture of that one. Does Delana have a quotes channel? I feel like that if there was ever a quotes channel. You keep the lights on? I rather ironically, Monkey has made more generous donations towards this channel. Monkey and Rise specifically. I think not only is Monkey the first Prime sub, but the longest one, other than Delano. This is turning out to be very cube-like. Donating more percent. I mean, let's see. I think Prime subs give me $2.70, and you've had 2 months of it, so that's about $5, $5.40, right? And Kat has donated 34 cents. I'm like a billionaire giving pennies while she's a stray giving all she's got. Oh my god. That's the craziest, like, pseudo insult. Delano, chat is, there's a schism right now. Monkey created such a controversy for Cat that he's receded. Not actually, he's doing it because Twitch is broken, but he's receded into Twitch chat to hide from Cat's rebuke. Yes, Cat wants me to read the horoscope, so I was like, okay, I'll read the horoscope if and only if you guys don't spam hydrates. And I turned it back on, and Monkey spammed hydrates. And then, rather confusingly, in Cat's rage of a monkey spamming hydrates, Cat started spamming hydrates. Whenever I joined Twitch, it retreated to YouTube. How's your day going so far, Delano? Oh, also, thank you for the bits, Cat. So what I'm hearing is you're going to fulfill all of those requests. I just put a cooldown on the on the hydrate. The bit was funny, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to turn this off. I think the hydrate bit is over. Pretty good to hear. Ban Monkey. This is a very, very tiny box. I don't know why I did this. Looks like an average box to me. Perfectly normal box. In fact, it's It's kind of yeah, it's kind of big. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, who knows, right? But like, if both of us, that means like the average person thinks this box must be like pretty above average. But I don't know. I'm just saying things, right? One pepperoni pizza. Delano, what's your favorite pizza? The answer to this question determines your status as a mod for the oncoming year. Meat lovers, that's acceptable. You can remain a mod. Mod. It's not tiny. Hawaiian. I think I've had Hawaiian pizza once, maybe. I don't know. I confuse. No pepperoni pizza. One monkey flavored. What? What are you, a harpy eagle? I think this is Mighty Square. My favorite. I mean, you can't go wrong with a supreme pizza. You really can't. It's got everything. And to like the cheese pizza lovers who are, or the pepperoni pizza lovers who are like, oh, if you don't like it, just pick it off. If you don't like the supreme pizza, then just pick it off. Pepperoni pizza enjoyers, sycophants, upset me because you could be doing so much more than just pepperoni. And you know that. And deep down, you know that. You know that there's better out there, and you refuse to make that jump. This is some splanky music. I don't know what's going on over here. That was not the right music to have this kind of rant to. Pepperoni's okay. I will not complain. I'll never, if you give me food at a party, if you give me free food, I will never complain. Unless it's like a shoe. Then yeah, I may have some words. But if you're like, hey Cav, I'm ordering pizza, what would you like? And I say, oh, a supreme pizza, man. And you're like, ugh, I like pepperoni. I'm punching you in the mouth. I also like sausage pizza. Then why don't you get both and work your way up to the stellar meat lovers pizza? Sure. It can get a little bland sometimes. I've had bad meat lovers. Crispy pepperonis. Yeah, honestly, the only time I hate a piece of pepperoni when it's like crazy chewy, and that's only been once in my life. But yeah, nice crispy pepperoni. You can't go wrong with that. That's pretty nice. I disagree with you, Cav. On the chewy pepperoni. Freaking plastic. Go eat Play-Doh. With sausage and pepperoni, they don't add enough pepperoni. I wouldn't be able to weigh in on that. Yeah, I haven't had that experience, and I hope whoever's doing that to you is cursed 1,000 days. I feel like in the process of making a pizza, you should slap that pepperoni on there first, which means like, if I was making a pizza, slapping the pepperoni on there, and then I'd be putting the sausage on there and be like, oh shoot, that's too much sausage. You can't edit, the pepperoni after that, And I swear to God, if you're talking about box pizzas right now, I'm gonna slap you. I'm getting violent in this stream. I need to calm down. The pizza rant, Papa John's is a beep. Honestly, Domino's has been pretty trash sometimes. I think the only bad pizza experience I've had is either Little Caesars, but I've only been to Little Caesars like twice in my life, and the one time was awful. And then the pop-up pizza chains of just like random restaurants, like non-mainstream chains, they're overpriced and terrible. Did I break YouTube chat? It's not showing on stream. Uh-oh. Oh, you probably did, in fact. You did? I think I figured it out. Yeah, this is the same error. I need to, not... Little Caesars, it's cardboard with fake sauce. I could get behind that opinion. Okay, let me reset the, That's what monkey gets. There we go. Combo chat's back up. Uh oh. Okay. Oh shoot! I ran the refresh, so we lost the rest of chat. Whatever. There we go. Just gotta. So yeah, don't put things with brackets in it. I guess I think that messes up. I have parsing inside of it to stop XSS injections because that was a vulnerability that this thing had for a bit. And I think my parsing of that is a bit bugged. So why is it so hot here? Wait, sorry for all the. Mm. I I copied the. Oh wait, no, that was just that was held for here. I could show it. That was just held for auto mod. Can you play Amori? Probably not. Not too interested playing that game rather on stream. It looks good. I'm just not interested in playing it. And plus, I had the logs. What's your Steam account, Kat? Well, actually, well, don't put that in chat, but we're already getting some paper uplift. I'm tackling this early here. Wait. Oh, can you play Amori music? It's in the mix, so it'll come when it happens. I don't want to spam it though. Amori has some great music though. Actually, I'm not sure if it's in this mix. Maybe. Bit low. But that's okay. Healers adjust. Let me roll you guys. I have a big project planned for December for this channel, but I'm not sure if it's possible. I really want it to happen, but I'm a bit worried about it. My sister just sent me a video that says I look like Humpty Dumpty from Shrek. Oh my god, we're still on BRB screen. I'm so sorry. I did some mining off camera, guys. My bad, pimp. I could maybe see it, but it's She's such a hater. I think she does it though because I call her cat fat. Brain rot stream win today. I'll just like pop a little bit of Subway Surfers up right here. I'll draw one of the brain rot characters. Mata would be so happy. I don't know a person more invested in brain rot than Mata. I'm not sure if that's the actual. It was a video, and the thumbnail was Humpty Dumpty saying like, "Send this to your brother." But I can make a guess. Too many sweets or sweats. Do you guys behave like this in Jim's stream, or are you nice to her? Even though I'm there for most of the streams, but still. Holy moly! I hope people Quantum Cersei. Yeah, I meant to say that. I slipped. I really hope people getting into Drawbox don't see this. See the 100 video playlist of 250 cylinders, and see me whining and moaning about it like a child. I hate it because like whenever you Google Drawbox, one of the first things that come up is a Reddit post. It's like, why Drawbox sucks. But the thing is, if you click on that Reddit post, they edit it. And it's like, yeah, I was doing the entire thing wrong. It's great. I love Drawbox. And literally half of the comments on it are, yeah, I also wasn't doing Drawbox correctly, and then I found the real purpose of the 50%, and I've been drawing ever since. Drawbox isn't perfect. It is hard, but it is a way of learning art. And that isn't to use as a blanket statement to cover its flaws. Drawbox has flaws. Lesson 2, I feel like, should be probably split into 2 lessons. Not that like that'll change much, but the fact that you have to tackle texture, which is extremely hard, and then go into form, while I understand why it's placed there, and you need some texture to understand stuff, and what texture is to, 3D structures blocking light. It's a bit of a cart and the horse situation, because should you learn form before you learn that texture? So he kind of, I understand why he does it synchronously, like right next to each other. There's the minor axis. I feel like the technicalities of cylinders should be changed, and honestly, I feel like the 250 cylinder challenge should be maybe shortened. And then of course all the impending, all this has impending reworks, by the way. Like a lot of lesson 5 is being run very differently than what's explicitly there. Dio makes that clear. Especially like how we do legs, how we do additive forms. But I think like lesson 1 through the 250 challenge are pretty perfect in terms of quality. But yeah, this is all to say, Drawbox isn't necessarily perfect, but dude, I don't want to set a bad example. Then again, I glaze Drawbox quite a lot, so. Been practicing a new way to do my signatures. I think I like it better. Huge. Very formal. I remember my old Cav signature, but I definitely want to change it. Mods clip that. You can clip that. You, the viewer. Why are you demanding work for my penniless mods? Kavel has taken all the money for himself, all the bits. Actually, we're getting to a point where I could probably. I want to wait till I could buy 3 gift subs and then sprawl them about chat because I want to make sure no one feels left out for getting a gift sub, but at the same time, it's randomized, right? Crippling chips addiction? Chips addiction. I rarely eat chips. It's my sparkling water addiction. That's what it goes to. He has food and light. Sparkling water's goated, man. In fact, so goated. What food and light is he getting for 38 cents, cat? If anything, Monkey and Rise are putting in the work. I just bought my strawberry American Clear supply today. I've never had that. Nice. I don't even get 38 cents. One pack of sunflower seeds, one room and a bed. And you're saying that's 38 cents wherever you live. Shout out. You'd love American Clear Cav. I think you'll find yourself at Walmart when you should try one. Let's see. American Clear. Interesting. American Clear Strawberry. Oh, I only buy cans. Like I just buy whatever the store brand canned sparkling water is. What's up, bear? The wild cherry. Ooh. Bird feeding box. Ah. Now live on TV. David and cans, shout out. Missed the fire that happened. I think it was just monkey rage baiting cat. Oh no, is everyone okay? Just proverbial fire. Shout out to Bear. Shout out. That was very kind. Sorry for scaring you there. Why do we see a monkey? We have some really cool animal diversity in these streams. Bear, cat, monkey, grackle. We need to get you an animal, Delano. I know your pick is the fox, but you need a name change, you know? I didn't know a Delano was an animal. I met someone in a video game the other day that was named Delano. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was a multiplayer game that wasn't TF2. I was very surprised. Or maybe it was TF2. I think that was Delano. Weirdly enough, today I fought someone named Heathcliff from the game. Being called Fox sounds weird, yeah. Deloxno. Deloxno sounds like a pharmaceutical medication. If you or a loved one have experienced pain of the knee joints, Deloxno. Side effects may include depression. Yeah, for poops. I feel like it's a nasal thing. Heathcliff, the cat. It's only Heathcliff I'll ever know. Deloxno. Detox today. I could see that. Knee joints. Yeah, Deloxno is definitely like a nasal thing, like a antihistamine or whatever. Foxlano. Foxlano I could almost get behind. God, dude, I want to sue my... No, okay, I'm not going to sue my college. But hey, I'm just saying, I only got this eye twitch from my college. That's only happened when I started college after a very bad semester. And they are to blame. It's happening right now, and that's why it's like throwing me off so much. The thing is, it's barely noticeable when looking at me, but I feel it. It's the terrible... Kavel versus Kavel's uni situation is crazy. I sue them for $1 billion. Delvix? Okay, that's just a body part. You can't troll me with that one. Shadow Cav. You saying my eye twitch is a result of Shadow Cavel trying to break free? I still need to draw... Bear did a wonderful rendition of it, but I need to draw Sadie's Gravel's tail knocking down a tower of LaCroix. I have no more bits. Thank you, Kat, for the donations. That's very kind. Shadow Cavel needs a manga. Just Dorohedoro. One of the 8 heads inside of me. That sounds a bit weird. That sounds really weird, actually. Are you rebuilding my tower? Okay, no, I just threw them away. I had 4 LaCroix just from today on my desk, but I threw them away before stream because I got another one. So I have a small tower being built every day. In fact. I think Kevil's a Five Guys enjoyer. I want to say things, but I'm on stream. Nasty. What? Who are you? Who are you? What, you know, what, what if that's, what if, I can't make that bit, man. I can't commit. I can't. Hey, my profession, I tried a burger and all I tasted was grease and cheese. I've heard very bad things from Five Guys, especially with the price. That's the main complaint. I've never had Five Guys before. God, I'm wanting to make so many stupid jokes right now, and I just can't commit. And that was Bear's homework months ago, was to commit to the bit more. And I'm weak. I've never had their burger. Oh yeah, they're a sandwich place, right? Do it. Possibly. What's up, Cav? Well, Rise is here, and then I'll feel embarrassed. What's up, Rise? How you doing? What's the really popular burger joint from California? In-N-Out. Only had Five Guys once when I was in LA when I was in high school. I can't do the bit. I can't. You guys are hitting me with the most perfect setups, and I can't commit. I'm sorry for yelling. Five Guys or In-N-Out? Okay. How do I put YouTube chat in slow mode? Thank God that went over Cat's head. That was kind of like half of the bit for me, was letting that go over Cat's head. The stream delay on YouTube is insane. I've turned it to the lowest I could. I don't think he's talking about food, guys. Damn, sheesh. Any masterpieces of recent, Mr. Rise? You're not bad, but I feel so behind on these quips. Wait, what are you talking about? See, that's what I'm happy to make. You know what? I'll make more of these bits so long as they keep going over Cat's head. Got a new car. Ooh, heck yeah. I remember you were messaging about that. You're in the dealership all day. Masterpieces. Bah. What card you get? If you don't mind. I mean, like, if you just want to put in Discord or you don't want to say it all, I'm cool with that. But new car, man. I'm excited. Let me guess. Ooh, are we going with an Asian brand? Or... I feel like you're either... You're not... I don't feel like you're a German car guy. I don't... I feel like if you had like a... You know, I feel like your dream car is a Supra. I'm not sure if that's an insult to you. It isn't to me, but I feel like you're going like a nice Toyota. Acura AX. Let's look at this. It has an X in the name, so it gotta be fast. She doesn't. No, she doesn't. Guys, keep setting me up for these bits. Acura AX. Ooh, okay. Family man. I like it. Or I'm seeing ADX. Is that a rickshaw? ADD. Dude, nice car. Freaking good pick. Oh, ADX. Okay. Okay, still, I mean, yeah. ADX review. Ooh. I'm looking at the 2025, of course, but let's assume you're in like the 2018 range. What does the 2018 look like? Not bad. Nice pick, man. No, I got auto modded. Wait, Delano, don't accept it. I need a picture of that. You know, denied. 2026? Damn. Woo. Some bangers from this stream today, guys. Good stuff. Oh, heck yeah, man. Yeah, I've dealerships horrible. Can't believe you just even say that on Kavel draws at twitch.tv. How much of Tuvalu's money GDP is from traffic for the domains? You can't silence me. Okay, remember, guys, it's this dot. It's not the one on the left, the darker one. It's this one right here, the middle one. Already, cat. That's enough screen time. Negotiations. It's crazy that's the meta. Like, I get a lot of the world works off this like negotiation based economy, but like whenever I think of dealerships and stuff, I think of that one video of the dealership that, let him test drive it, but then kept his keys until he threatened to call the police because they wouldn't give him his key back because they wanted him to work him into a deal. That is ridiculous. I'm not sure if it's real, but gotta go. Focus time. Already have a good one. Best of luck. I hate that the my chat thing makes it kind of hard to delete messages. For the bit, I would have deleted Cat's message right there, but sigh, guess I won't. They were definitely pretty loose with the keys of the cars. That's the thing that scares me. I obviously test driving is very important. And man, I am meticulous. My parents are very into cars. So when it comes to like getting into a car and scanning for stuff, I'm on that, right? But I just like if something messes up, some rogue driver decides to T-bone me when heading out of the parking lot for the test drive, I'm just scared of that. Oh, shoot, that reminds me. I have insurance stuff to do. Frick. Been holding off on that. Okay, maybe it's not the middle one. We're going to go a bit in between. Right there. Dealerships actually have insurance on their cars. Yeah, it makes sense. Still. Oof. This is Celeste? Okay. Okay. It's a bit loud. Yeah. Turn that down just a tiny bit. Damn! Five guys in and out. Please explain the joke. I don't understand. Honestly, at this point, the joke's writing itself. I mean... Okay, well... Sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that noise. I'm not sure how you guys felt. That was like a Germa noise, and I know he gets flack for making those kind of like noises. I'm sorry. But that's just how I felt about that line, and I hope you can accept that. Thanks, I do have the best luck. I usually pull 5 stars in video games. Do you play Zinless, Delano? No. My friends are super into Zinless. I play Limbus, Arknights, and Honkai. Gotcha. Those are my 3. Your 3 sins. Man, Zinless's art style looks great. Their animations and all of that I've seen everywhere. My friend showed me their Reddit though, so What in the world are those games? They're gacha games. Uh, I don't know the true gameplay. They're Withering Waves, yeah. Withering? Is it Withering or whatever? Gotcha. I hate them because I don't get what I want. It's basically like gamble for character, and is a big money sink. But there's a ton. There's Cab, do you work as well as school and streaming? How do you manage that? So last summer I was working. This summer it's all over the place. So basically no. And I don't work. I don't work during. I tried. I tried becoming a tour guide. That did not go well. That was probably my hardest semester. But I usually take 12 to 15 hours of school. And there's very little time in between, so I do not work. I only work during the summer. Actually this semester I was considering becoming either a PT, like a teacher, like a student teacher, or there's some engineering stuff I could be doing. That's still up in the air. There's still time to consider what I'd do for that. Okay, that's good. Then I still want to fit drawing into my studies and work, but it's looking hell difficult. Dude, props to you, first of all, for doing all that. That's extremely respectable. Because, in part, it's very difficult to manage, but at the same time, it's doable, from what I've heard. And I don't know totally, and I'm going to be trying this semester to fit a lot more into my schedule than I usually have. And one thing I'm going to try, I'm not going to say this is going to work. This is just one thing I want to try. I have this mentality where I need to be hyper focused in order to draw. Which, yeah, sure, we want to be focused when we draw, but getting used to drawing more loosely, and organically. Just the same as I would pull out my phone to like go through YouTube, right? Making it that easy of an action, reducing so much friction. Wish you guys luck on that. Honestly, it's so hard to manage so many things at once. Yeah. So much of life is just trying to figure that out. I've been having fear recently of just thinking about once I graduate college and I have to move and get a more time consuming job, and get settled, and all that stuff, and how that'll affect not only streaming but all of my hobbies. I've talked about it before, and my heart goes out to the people who are working and school and their hobbies and families that they have to support. Those people are like legitimately superheroes. From the little I've experienced, not necessarily doing that, but trying to balance all these things, thinking of that is just supremely amazing. And this semester I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to do a lot more YouTube stuff and other things that I won't talk about quite yet, but working full-time, getting school knocked out, well, of course, being married. Yeah, I have the freedom of being single. Not that, like, marriage is this horrible, awful thing, or being in a relationship is awful. No, it's great. But that means, like, I can hunker down a lot more easily. So just the fact of being in a relationship or a family that you need to support, it's a lot of effort. And sure, you love it, but, it does take time. Not that it's a bad thing at all. So my goal this semester is to just reduce friction. And I feel like the biggest part to me isn't necessarily that it's time consuming. I just give up way too early because I make it this daunting, terrible thing. And so that's happening right now with the lesson 3 through 5 stuff. I'm really staggering because I'm so scared of this huge project. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it won't work. And all of these very negative internal thoughts that aren't true at all. Or like, why am I working on it now when I won't have time to work on it during the semester? That's not written. So if I can find a way to make it work, it's going to be a big part of it. Will it make you worry if I'll have time to manage my drawing hobby? I feel like, and this is, an outside person who has no idea about your life, Bryce, I feel like there are at least hope that you could still get drawing as a means of play. And you may not get a ton of time to study, like do lesson 5 studies or anatomical or stuff, right? But I feel like so long as you keep drawing and putting a pen to the page every day, every other day, for as often as you can, you'll make it work. Like Mickey and the Drawbox server. I'm not sure where they're at right now, but a lot of their job, they worked so hard. I really look up to Mickey in that regard, as they made so much work in order to make their dreams of going to art school and learning art possible. And they just doodled so much of the day. And so reducing friction to those smaller things, like I said, I've been repeating, but you should still be able to do the stuff you want in marriage. Of course, yeah. Do I want in my marriage, but healthy relationships always have to be maintained, and it takes time, of course, and wouldn't trade it. Oh, yeah. Priorities, of course. Drawing definitely comes second in those kind of situations. I'll wait for it to dry a little bit. But yeah. So, to be completely honest, I am scared for the upcoming semester. With all the things I want to do, I don't want to fail myself. I don't want to fail you guys with these lesson videos that I've been putting a lot of work into. It's not all smooth sailing, but I'm not going to say that's okay, but that's just kind of the natural course of every creative project, I feel like. And there's a quote, I probably stole it from someone, but it's this is the friction that creates great artists or greatness, right? The whole if it was easy, everyone would do it. What we are experiencing now, this doubt, this fear, all that stuff, that's the preventative means of art, right? How much longer to graduate? This is my last year. Life really never stops moving, it just comes at you faster, but you can handle it better. Yep. We can do it raw. Hope core, raw. I love hope core. I know some people post hope core ironically, but I actually love it to death. Germa hope core, I actually will watch. That one Germa. It's when he was wearing the Aquaman shirt, like those streams that long ago. But just we are cursed to have these complex brains that think about the future and how big these projects are. And we shudder at, how grandiose they are. We're scared of our own, like, not just potential, but our own imagination. There's a YouTuber I really love, Pursuit of Wonder. And I think they have a quote. It's we are it's like we are animals with the mental capacity of gods, yet the emotions of an animal, right? So it sucks. Sorry, I just looked at the but hey, maybe that's the three secret tips that your doctor hates or whatever in terms of being an artist. Overcoming that fear of dedication. Other than eating apples, heck yeah. It's so yeah, it's so easy to say everything in balance, and then you put one foot on that seesaw and get launched. All of your ideals out the window just because things are scary tough, man. Oof. Dry pin moment. That's highly unfortunate. I've been chunking down my priorities and focusing on those, trying to work on keeping habits. That's the perfect start. YouTube is really defeating me, though. I can get that. Like, thanks, YouTube. I now have a content addiction. Your algorithm worked. I'm not sure if you do this, Bear, but the thing, thank you for the redemption. You get 2 per stream. Be careful. Dopamine detox. I tried one. I tried it once. It sucked. This was like when like years ago. This was like early high school, when like the term started first getting super thrown around. I don't know. Like what's the basis for? I've never. It's been years since I've looked at it, and I don't know the basis of it. I don't remember it. But like, what is the basis? It doesn't really. You have to starve yourself, like, because what is it? Dopamine. I'm no scientist, so this is me regurgitating thoughts, remembrances of ideas. But dopamine isn't necessarily the thing you get from doing the action, but the anticipation of the action, right? I could be wrong there, please. Yeah. And so that's why short form content is so powerful. Is the next short could be funny. The next thing I click. Not necessarily the act of watching YouTube. Heck, that happens for me even with video games. Is the thought of playing the game and getting a good match. But then I play it and I realize I'm not having fun. I think maybe the first way out of that is realizing that mindfulness, asking yourself, hell, set a reminder when you open the app, am I having fun? And you're like, not really. Yeah, you can't really void yourself from dopamine, yeah, no. I think just the act of mindfulness, and like I said, accountability is king. Like, it's one thing to install 50 self-help apps on your phone that block you from using YouTube, or text your family, stop making, like, just having a friend nearby to be like, hey, what are you doing? Or just uninstalling the app completely. Like, I've uninstalled YouTube off my phone. I only use it in browser. And so now I only watch YouTube near when I go to bed. Welcome to the League of Legends. You've been... Look at that. I'd say that's mighty okay. No, I did it the wrong way. I was supposed to do it up here. I mean, it's still okay, but frick. I did it on the wrong face. That's the second time this has happened. Gosh, damn it. Yeah, this one's looking more square than this one, to be honest. I'll still be releasing good art. Love it. Ooh, new idea. Sorry, I'm continuing the rant I had earlier. I don't want art or making YouTube videos to turn into a toxic relationship, like, I don't want to have be anxious about thinking about it, but at the same time, that anxiety pushes me to remember to work on it. Not that necessarily it's my drive, but if I could use it as a helpful reminder, yeah, but I don't want to like, oh, I can't have fun playing video games right now because I haven't been working on the video, which I haven't, thankfully. I haven't had that kind of experience with YouTube videos yet. And never have had that with streams. But keeping a positive relationship with that. Anxiety can be good. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to, discern what the real dangers are when everything's scary. Wow, did I really mess it up that bad? Oh, because I. Oh shoot. No, dude. Since I did it on this plane, the VP is completely different than what I've been basing everything off of, so it's messed up. Here's the biggest thing that holds people back. I'd say like economic imbalance is probably the biggest thing that holds people back. That box is flying off the page. What is it? Economic disparity? Yeah, disparity is the correct word there, I think. Thing is, art as a means to improve, making art as an opportunity to learn and be creative. Because we wrap ourselves wanting to be better and forget what art's so likable in the first place. That is wise words. Yeah, for me, art is a means of expression, and it's a fun puzzle to solve. Why this look this way? How I make things look this way? Why? There, I think I already said the why. Why do my cylinders suck? Very pressing questions. They don't suck, or at least not that much. I mean, think about it. Could you blame us? We're born into a world where everything has a rating, has a purpose. Art doesn't have to have a purpose. Art can just exist. You removed hydrate. It's on a 10-minute cooldown with a maximum number of 10 uses per stream and 2 uses per person. I'm giving Kavel a doom? What's a doom? Here, I'll stretch. The heck is a doom? Just like an impending sense of doom. You do that, Bear? You do that to me? This is how you get your kicks. I'm so mad. It's not the end of the world, but it's so something I could have stopped. Sorry, I just keep laughing by looking at the automod queue and seeing what Cat said. I've been watching someone who keeps quoting the Rizzler. Okay, deleting. Oh, boom. Like 5 big booms? Probably not, but I love 5 big booms. 5 big booms is up there in my favorite jokes. Like my friend will be playing a game that I'm like, he's streaming it in Discord or whatever. And he's like, oh man, I just died. I'm like, oh dude, 5 big booms. And it just hits every time. That cylinder sucked, but it was so small you can't see it. Boom, 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 dude. So out of it. So touched. Touched? I really hope as a streamer I become that jaded. And what's the word? It starts with an A, like apathetic. Uh, that I can sex. Why'd you not get auto modded? I played Peak with one of my friends and I made him slip in a banana peel super high. My friend and I were laughing for it. It's such a good game. So yeah, no, there's a clip out there. Uh because lowercase is immune. Who knows? There's a cat. There's a clip out there. It's these like this dad and son TikTok streamers, and I guess their like thing is like boom, this is cool, boom. And someone like donated in chat, and they're like, my grandmother just died, and like the dad goes, oh man, that's so sad. Can we get 5 big booms? Boom, boom. It just, or it was something along those lines. It's such a good video. It sucks. It's horrible. But I was about to say, it's such a good video, but it sucks. It's horrible, but it's so good. I was about to say that. Are words even real anymore, man? What the heck? What was that accidental in this song? That was a bit strange. Monument Valley OST. God, this was supposed to be a super turned box. You don't watch TikTok? It's a clip that my friends, most of my knowledge of TikTok things, or like whenever I send people Twitter posts, like the it's time to drink water, that video, I only got that because my friend showed it to me from Twitter. Oof. Dude, oh, that ellipse was so big. What the frick? Whatever. Can we get 5 big booms, guys? Should that be my sub noise? Oh, you're right. Let me allow that. I love being so out of touch of shit posty stuff that my friends have spoon fed me dumb shit. That is probably my favorite part of not having Twitter or Instagram or anything, is that I just get like the filtered funniest things, and not even it's like when I ask for it, and they have so much fun showing me these things. They're like so glad to show me their little horde of funny videos and stuff. Oh wait, shoot, that was Mata. What's up, Mata? Welcome, welcome. Possibly, Cat. Because like I have a newsletter, I read the newspaper, I watch the news. So, but I'm not, or like 50-50, right? I don't know the most immediate thing that the news is done, right? But then I love going onto like Discord and my friends like, have you seen this? I'm like, no. And I get their terrible explanation of it, and then yeah. Where do you read the news? Okay. My campus newspaper, which is silly. But usually my parents leave the news on in the morning, so I just watch that. And then this is not sponsored. They're pretty okay, news org. It is, oh my god, Morning Brew. I like Morning Brew because it just gives me the synopsis, and I don't really care. I'd say they're probably a bit more, I'm not going to get political or stuff on stream, but just from reading them, probably a bit more left-leaning. just so you guys know. But they do seem mostly neutral and stuff. And rather than just taking their word for it, I usually then just Google the more interesting things on there. Because whenever I'm in school, I will go to my 8 a.m. and while I'm waiting for the teacher to show up, I'll just read through Morning Brew. What in tarnation? I have been intrigued by ground news, but I don't think I care enough for that. Cooldown. Yep. They ruined it, Mata. You could have been redeeming so much right now. But your colleagues, your peers. Look how bad that line is. I'm so upset. They ruined it for you. I started a revolution to free the people. Also, what's up, Mata? I hope you're doing well. I don't watch TV Society. That's the tough part about the news, right? Is like watching it makes you feel worse. And I will say, when I went to Germany and watched German news for the first time, it was like, look, this kindergarten has planted a different type of carrot in the garden. And then going back to like my hometown news, it's like 5 murdered on this street after the history. Like, it's, oh my god. What number am I on? I am on 217. And we're just finishing up for the day. That makes me feel so bad, dude. Mata, I designed this to do the ellipse up here, and then I did the crosses. I was like, oh, shoot. And then I didn't extend this one far enough, so. You know. Nosh. Cool. Oh, God. I hate it, but it's like, who cares? So, yeah, we're going to call it there for today's stream. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. I'm actually going to leave. Nah. I could just, Yoda enters. So, well, it's like 3 a.m. for Mata or something ridiculous, so I don't blame him for taking his time. So, yeah, thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Thank you very much, Monkey, Cat, Mata, Gyms / Quantum Cersei, Bear Mug. We had our new person chat. I believe it was Charlie and Rax. Could be wrong. Did I say Delano? I hope I said Delano. I think that's everybody. Mata, of course. I think I said everybody. It's 9 a.m. Okay. But I wake up right when you end the stream right now. Yeah, so. Bit unfortunate timing. So yeah. This stream felt a lot longer. I think it was all the chaos. So yeah. Once again, thank you very much for watching me, guys. Still on the path of cylinders, so it's going to take a bit. But thank you all very much for joining me tonight, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. No. We have to do a review. You guys thought it was over. We're back. I'm not stretching. We have to do a review. And I'm not going to let the stream end without a review, because we're being better about that. The only mistake here that I'm really noticing is a really tough... It was this line. I didn't foreshorten this one a lot. And then, of course, stretching this. Just go crazy with it. With the smaller degrees, go crazy. Go stupid. I could do the whole blah, 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 like projection thing. No. Go crazy stupid. Oh god, we're fake fans. Oh, cool. Okay, anyways, thank you all. That's the end of the review.